Well, hello there. It's a Thursday, and it's time to start today's lightning round. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Magical Serialism, your daily sonic sampling of the strange wind that blows upon our luck, insights, reflections, and a song even I have not yet heard. We usually do lightning rounds on Friday and Saturday, but for a little while here, we're going to do lightning rounds on Thursday too. And so today, I will be shuffling and dealing the cards during this introduction, and I will only be using piano to come up with the song. So let's draw them out here. We're starting with the Ninja Queen. Metamorphosis Rising, A sharp minor is in the pocket right now. A sharp major 7, which is basically B flat major 7. What's the difference? What's the difference? The train gets thrown out on account of it's a 7th chord and the fairy moon is already here. So they being mutually exclusive. There we go. We only have one of those 7th chords at a time. Let's keep going. Oh, and it's A sharp flat major 7. So basically A major 7 again. The crow also gets thrown out. That's another 7th chord, and we've already got a 7th chord on the Ninja Queen. But we will do an add 6. Now since this is already a 7th chord, that's going to be an add 13. If you know, you know. And then we've got the marked card, the angel. That will be our next chord, F major, and so I will just play into this a little bit. Let's see, I gotta do this, huh? There we go. Oh yeah, nope, that's what I'm gonna do. A major 13, F major, out of nowhere. And then the trickster, hey, thanks for being here. The D minor chord. And then the twins, an E minor chord. And is that it? Is that it? The twins are going to be on the white horse today, E major. That is going to push us back to this A major 13, I have to say. That thing. And then the trickster shows up, and that would be a 5th valid chord card. But we only take 4, so that signifies the end of the draw. And that means we're talking about A major 7. F major, out of nowhere, easy walk down to D minor, and then kind of a weirder walk back up to E major, but totally acceptable, and that puts us back to A major 7. It's only this that move that's really awkward, and everything else is pretty excusable. E major, the twins on the white horse. I'm getting more and more used to this transition to F major. Let's record a little of this. kind of like the story this is telling. All right, I did record that little run. So I'm going to play it while I write this up. The Ninja Queen is in full effect, being a good person. Seems like Ninja Queen on the fairy moon, in decline and on the rise. And we'll get to what's important about that in a minute. A major 13. If we want to be really persnickety, we'll say no 9, no 11. Jazzers will hate that, but we gotta be specific. And then we get F major, D minor. That's the one we're on right now. And then E major. And if we were in the key of C, this would be our 6th chord, but major. This would be our 4 chord. Here we are on our 2 chord. We're hearing that right now. And then this would be our 5 of 6. It's non-diatonic. It's being a secondary dominant. But the kind of obvious truth here is that we are not in C major. Let's cross that out a little clearer. You can see I'm using scratch paper. Proud to be. This is 100% in the key of A major. And this is going to be our 1 chord. Now this F we have to have some kind of excuse for. And I'm not sure what to say about it. Let me think about that. D minor. This is our minor 4 chord. And that's about all that is interesting about it. I'm not sure even, I can't see any function that it's doing outside of just being a weird version of what it usually would be. But this is non-diatonic. But then this is our 5 chord, easy peasy. And what's our story here? We've got this crazy Ninja Queen. One of my favorite chords being made by the cool cat. The villainous-ish Ninja Queen, who is under pressure to advance and to retreat. This metamorphosis declining and metamorphosis rising, cards pushing against each other, keeping her right where she is. And then the angel shows up kind of out of nowhere. Like this move is the most surprising. And so it seems like the Ninja Queen is doing business as usual, or maybe not as usual, but whatever business she's doing, the angel coming in is a surprise. And then the angel walks down to another surprise, the trickster, which also doesn't belong in the key of A major. Not as it is. We would want a D major chord, and then it would be our angel. And so, technically, in the key of A, D minor is playing the role of the dark angel today. And then the twins on the white horse are playing the conductor. And they don't belong in this key, they belong in this key. So we've got 2 different worlds pushing against each other here. And I think it's about time I named what that F major chord is. And it's just our flat 6 chord. Maybe it's our, I'm going to call it, the 1 of our minor 4? That doesn't make any sense. And that's not a functional convention, but here's my argument. If you're into music theory, this will make sense or not. But if you're not, this will be quick. We talk about functions like 5 of 5. D is the 5 of G, which is the 5 of C. That's secondary dominant. So we would label that 5 of 5. But that's dominant function. That's easy to put a label on, and it's the most popular label. It's kind of the center of functional harmony, is dominant motion. But I think this is another valid motion, going from R1 to R6 in a walk down. That little move there, I'm just going to call the walk down. Going from the 1 to the 6, from the major to the relative minor. And that's what the F is doing for D today. D minor is the relative minor of F major. So I'm going to say this is the 1 of our minor 4. And the reason that matters to me to say that is because this would mean this is the angel bringing in the dark angel to this piece. If the angel were the mayor, this would be the ninja queen. And in this case, the angel is what? The flat 6 chord? Interesting. Is the ninja queen in decline? This, yeah. How strange. So this would be our flat 6 chord. Flat 6, but major. And so, in a way, in this key, the angel, F major, in our original key, the angel is playing the part of the ninja queen in decline on a white horse. And so there's this kind of weird tangle here. I kind of get out into the weeds with this, but the ninja queen on the fairy moon with the whistle is kind of like the villain doing the right thing. This feels great. And then if you walk further down that story, the ninja queen does the right thing, the villain does the right thing. What happens to them? Well, they lose their power. And so this angel may just be a ninja queen who took the right path and metamorphosed into the angel later. And that, it's kind of like the angel is coming to the ninja queen and saying, hey, you know what? I've been there. I've been a bad person. And then I started doing good things, and I watched the people around me who wanted to stay bad people. I watched them abandon me and tell me I was crazy for doing the right thing. But don't worry, eventually I turned into the angel. But here's your dark angel, the trickster. And it doesn't belong in your key, but you need to face this past. Your other henchman, the twins, is also here. But look, the twins are on the white horse, validating this bright angel, this ninja queen on the fairy moon with the whistle, under this pressure from both sides. Could the ninja queen be representing the angel of diamonds today? This is an ongoing callback from earlier stories, where we kind of see this angel of diamonds character being needed or appearing. And I think this is her origin story. When you've been down that dark road, and yeah, Picker Rick said it right. We are all angels in the end. In the end, right? So who's what right now is kind of a question that is always on everyone's mind. And who's going to play this role of the angel of diamonds? I argue today it is the fallen ninja queen, who, by doing the wrong thing, but believing she was doing the right thing, eventually came across proof that she was doing the wrong thing. And that meant she had to change some of the things she was doing. So this proof that she was doing the wrong thing shows up. And so she starts saying, well, I'll do the right thing then, but I want to still keep the values of the side of the fence I was on when I was doing the right thing. But no matter what, or when I was doing the wrong thing, thinking it was the right thing, but no matter what, once you start changing what you're doing and you've been doing the wrong thing, the people around you put pressure on you to not do that right thing. And it crushes you into a diamond. And maybe the angel is here to say, all right, you've passed the test. You've changed your mind. When faced with something you didn't want to, like here, your old friend, the trickster, you've invited the twins on the white horse to the party to send the energy back to the you who is doing the right thing. This is the hero's journey at its most crucial point, when the hero gathers enough strength to stop being the bad guy on accident. Because the heroes, they're not the bad guy on purpose. They think something, and maybe they've seen it in memes online. Maybe they've seen someone say it with such conviction that it's hard not to believe it. But eventually, the truth nags at them. And things start to change. And even though they regret their past, they are firmly resolved to serving goodness in the future. And so I'm going to name this. This is everyone's origin story. Time's the revealer. No one can hide forever, says Picker Rick. I sure do think so. And as you consider your role in your own origin story today, don't we all think we're the good guy? I mean, sure, there's people who like being the bad guy. They're not watching this. They don't give a damn. Most bad actors are people who think they're good actors. And I don't mean theater-wise, but I do mean that too. Most people who are doing bad things think they're doing good things. And that means even if you certainly are doing good things, it's so important that you find out every day. Good people don't just decide they're good people and walk off, and that's what bad people do. That's I don't want to call them bad people. That's how good people do bad things. They assume they're good, and they go out and do the things they think are good, but they're not doing the discipline of good. They're listening to whatever comes across their feed. They're not digging into the facts behind it. And this is how good people get tricked into doing bad things and supporting darkness. And we've all done it sometime. A lot of us are doing it right now. It's not as simple as, are you doing this or not? It's more like, how are you doing this? Is it in a very small way? Is it in a very big way? Is it with most things you're doing? Or just some things you're doing? Where is your fascism living right now? That fascism that lives in all of us. Where is yours living right now? Have you said, oh, my fascism, I don't have one of those? Because if that's what you're saying, I'm here to tell you, everyone has one of those. And if you don't think you have one, if you look around and you can't find your fascism, that means it's right under your nose. I keep my fascism in two places. There's no way to turn its spigot off. We are humans. We have a little fascist spigot whispering in our ear. Wouldn't it be so much easier if those people I don't like, wouldn't it be so much easier if they would just disappear? And I used to cover it up. But I cleared the brush around it. And I watch it carefully. And occasionally I do indulge in it. Who doesn't? Probably some people. And for everything that comes out of there that I can't whisper away with logic, I put that stuff in a cage and I observe it and thereby understand myself. Pickerick says, if you stand for nothing, then the house falls down. That's absolutely right. And the question I'm asking today is, do you know what you're standing for? One of the things the fascist parts of our mind does most often is accuses someone else of being fascist. And sometimes it's wrong. And sometimes it's right. I'd like to think I use my fascism to hate fascists. And of course, that's a problem. This is the object of darkness. This is the darkest part of the soul. You can't use it to do good things. You just have to discipline yourself out of being fooled by it. And if you think you have disciplined yourself out of being fooled by your own fascism is in control of you right now. I know that much. And not a lot else. But I'll talk all day. But if you can look back at your life and have some regrets for the person you were in the past, that's proof that you're a better person now. So today I encourage all of you to think about your origin story. What brought you to being a good person? What brought you to trying to be a good person? Have you succeeded? I don't think there's anything like succeeding at being a good person. You don't just switch into being a good person. You, like love, you have to feed that every day. You have to make the hard choices instead of the easy choices. You have to wonder about what you believe and why you believe what you believe. Who told you the things that you believe? Who told you the things that you believe? Who told you the things that you believe? And if you say, I figured them out myself, that's dangerous. You figured them out by listening to things different people told you, and you decided which one of those people was telling you the truth. And if you haven't asked yourself why, if you haven't doubted the truth you feel, you're just going by vibes, man. And that makes you the easiest kind of person to trick. Did you know that? Do you feel it now? You might not. Because the second something challenges your beliefs, no matter what the vibes are that it's communicated with, when it challenges your beliefs, it triggers your system to say, hey, the vibes are off. Pickerick says, puff the magic, drag in and let the world turn. The truth is, we're all the angel of diamonds. But it's getting really important that we start acting like it. Thanks for being here today. Final words from Pickerick. Don't worry. Be happy. And you got to get yourself back there sometimes. And I say don't worry too, but take concern. Be concerned with the goings-on of the universe you find yourself within. Have such a good Thursday. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Lightning rounds all weekend.